What's going on? What up? What up? How we doing? Happy Sunday. Gonna give it a second. We've still got two teams open, the A's and the Nats. Willing to accept anything reasonable on either or to close it out. So I'm going to give that a couple minutes before we get started. Like I said, I just want to give it a couple minutes, see if anyone wants to grab these last two teams or make an offer to close it out. We're going to run no matter what, but I just want to make sure if anyone is interested, give them an opportunity. All right, I'll give it another minute or so. If anyone wants those last two teams or to make an offer to close, feel free to do so. If not, we will get started. All right, then. Let's get into it. Full case of 2025 Cosmic Chrome, 8 boxes, should be 4 guaranteed autos. Personally, I'm looking for Planetary Pursuits. Those are my favorite insert in this set, so I'm hoping we can pull a bunch of those. But there's a lot of cool stuff in here that we could potentially get into. So let's see what we can do. I appreciate everyone hopping in. I know this is a pricey one, but I think with Cosmic and the non-guaranteed autos, I wanted to run the full case, even though it was going to be a little bit more expensive, and hopefully get that and make it worth everyone's while. All right. Buxton, Festa, Carlos Narvaez off the rip on the green to 75. Red Sox on the board right away. Lindor, Manzardo, Tatis. We'll go through one at a time for now. If we're running long, I can do a super rip. Star Sluggers for the Mets and Logan Webb. And for anybody new, in case it wasn't clear, shipping is included in the price of the cards. Colton Cowser. And Stars in the Night, Drake Baldwin. These are some of my favorite inserts, too. Corey Seager rounding that one out. But shipping is included, and all cards will ship in this one. Marte, Ohtani, Lightspeed, and Cam Smith. Jacob Wilson, Extraterrestrial. There's Rookie. Purple, Yelich, Aaron Shuck. Juan Soto for the Mets to 150. And Jackson Holiday rounds that one out. Ultraviolet Beam of Yamamoto, Rhett Lauder. Shaw, Vientos, and Tucker. So I'd say we're a little over halfway through this first box. I know it's very early. Should be an Ohtani, Extraterrestrials. But I think, again, this is why you want to go for the full case break with Cosmic. I know it's going to be a little bit pricier. Lightspeed, J-Ram, and Rice. And when you get a hit, you'll do well. But those hits can be sparing. Last year, I think I ran a half case. The year before, I believe I did a couple of 3-boxers. Ultraviolet Beam, Drake Baldwin, Brooks Lee. And we did okay. I don't think I've ever gotten skunked on a break here, auto-wise. Jeremy Pena, Refractor. But I'm hoping with a full case, We do better across the board. Yu Darvish Refractor. Riley Green. 4 packs left in box 1. Star Clusters for the Yanks. Caden Dana. Cruz Green. Extraterrestrials Gunner. And last pack in box 1. Cal Raleigh, Cody Bellinger, Judge, and Dingler. Alright, rough opening box there. The good news is we have one place to go, and that's up. Oh, that pack is thicker. There's either more cards in there or something nice in there. Yeah, try to guess it about halfway through. Do one more. Another Roki. Bobby Witt, River Ryan, Star Clusters insert, Churio Refractor, and Tatis on the Stars of the Night. Bo Jackson, Lightspeed. Oh yeah, something really thick in here. Alan Roden, Teoscar. For the Guardians, and I looked these up right beforehand, and I cannot for the life of me remember what they're called. It's not the Planetary Pursuit, it's the Planetarium of J-Ram. Who snagged the guards? Let me pull that up. Going out to AJ. Very nice. That's a little far away. I'm working with the new setup, but looks good, I think. Very nice hit for the Guardians. Blue for the Pirates, Kutch to 99. Ultraviolet Beam. Okay. Okay. Will Wagner, Neto, James Wood on the ET. Seiya Refractor. Scoobs, Festa, Nola. Star Clusters for the Dodgers. Sagano, Peralta, Wynn, Kowser, Kwan, Gore, Meadroth, Dylan Cruz on the ET. Martinez, Strider, Abel. For the Cardinals, Mason Wynn to 199. There's a glare on Kutch over there. Perfect. Simpson, Cal Raleigh, Lightspeed Trout, Joe Belly, Walker, Lindor, Rooker, Manzardo, Trout, Skeens, Shota, Garcia Refractor, Marte, Lindor. Okay. We need to be doing a little better than 2 numbers per box. Just a little. Make me feel better. Gold coming up. And an auto right off the bat. Launched into orbit. Dale Murphy. Going to Alex. Okay. Auto 1 in the books. Let's let that be a sign of good things to come. Isaac Paredes to 99. Yamamoto. Otani. E.T. Amador and Baldwin. Will Smith Refractor. Judge on the E.T. And the gold for the Tigers. They were the last team grabbed. Justin Henry Malloy. Going to Jason. Gold can go up here for now. Gold are numbered to 50. Right? Yes. Let's get another die cut in here. Juan Soto on the refractor. Logan Gilbert, Nick York, Shota. Star clusters for the Yanks. Kyle Tucker, Drew Thorpe, Marte, Roki again. Gunner on the ET. Neil Cruz, Dansby, Veen, Wagner, Neto. Star clusters on the Mets. Judge, DeZenzo, Bryant. Nick Kurtz, Stellanova. Forget the pack odds, I think. I'll put him up here for now because it's Nick Kurtz. The middle was the Guardians. That went to AJ on the planetarium. But I think they're one per case. I can't be sure. So he'll live up there until I need to move him. All right. That is the end of box 3. I just need to shift some base. Let's get into box 4. We must just be saving all the hits for the second half. Okay. Goldie, Cade Horton, Corbin Carroll insert. Brooks Lee on the ultraviolet beam. Judge refractor. Tatis on the ET. Zach Wheeler on the refractor. Ultraviolet beam for Wilson. Freddie Peralta. Jackson Merrill. Matt Olson on the white border. For the Braves. And Adley. Wrap that half out. Wheeler, Yu Darvish, Simeon, Castillo, Springer. Star clusters for James Wood, Baldwin, Lawler, Luke Keeschel. This is another launched into orbit. Launched into orbit, Mike Trout. Hoppy, Lightspeed Jazz. All right, last 5 packs here. Lewis Skeens, Kershaw, Kyle Tucker to 199. Eisner, Will Warren, Mason Wynn, Roki, Baez, Ramirez. Is this an auto? There's a couple of fun things here. No, this is, wow. Saturn for Vladdy. Don't know if I've ever pulled one. Actually, I do know I've never pulled one that far out. All right, so bye-bye, Justin Henry Malloy. A Saturn of Vladdy. And my computer went to sleep, so I can't remember who snagged the Blue Jays. I think that was T. Rivers. Yes, it was. Congrats, man. That's awesome. Actually, that's going to go right up front. That's a beauty. And then right behind it, the Cubs have an E.T. Matt Shaw to 75. That's what we want to see. That's what we need to see more of in the second half. Let's start making requests. I want like 2 more Planetary Pursuits. We're supposed to get 3 more autos here. And I need some lower numbers too. That's huge. I was hoping to just get maybe a sun, maybe an Earth. Saturn is big. Hey, I usually come through on White Sox autos for you, Brian. Let's see what I can do. Horton, Kurtz, Horton, J. Dom, Harper, Trey Turner, and the refractor. Dingler, Arnado, Star Clusters for the Reds. Tatis, Shaw, Vientos, Manzardo, Webb, Rushing, Vivas, J-Rod on the ET, and Seager round out that 5. And I appreciate you. I appreciate everyone again for hopping in this one. I know this is a big one. I'm going to try to lock down a half case of Bowman drafts. See if I can keep the cost down a little bit. Still have some fun. I'm going to look into that tomorrow. So if I can lock down a half case of draft, I'll probably post that tomorrow by the end of the day. Holiday, Albies, Alcantara, Brooks Baldwin on the refractor, and Rhett Lauder. Cruz, Job, Tucker, Elliot Ramos. We've got a green. C.J. Abrams to 75. Gonna open up some more sleeves. Petty, Jace Young, Trout, Ellie. Nothing else doing there. Starting to get nervous for our autos. This is box 5. We've hit 1, so we should be looking at if we don't hit 1 here, we should be looking at 1 in each of the next 3 boxes. So Heist on Kim on the Stars of the Night. Lightspeed Simpson. Okay. Hey, they better be coming. Unless I missed one, which I don't quite know how that's possible. If I did, I'll do a double check, but I feel like it's one thing to miss a short print. It's another thing to miss an auto. You guys would have seen it too. See, that's unfortunate. I believe it. It's what they're doing, right? They're hiking up the price, making it harder and harder for anyone that's not breaking on Fanatics Live to acquire the product. I don't want to get all negative. 2 and 8 boxes is brutal. Hopefully that's not us. Looks like we've got a gold right here. For the Braves, Austin Riley to 50. Gold is good. Mueller, Churio, Willie Adames on the refractor, Juan Soto insert, Michael Harris. Paredes on the refractor. Acuna on the ultraviolet beam. Dylan Cruz Star Fractor. Very cool. Austin Riley. Trout. Devers and Altuve on the white. Whoa. Did I just open it backwards? See you in a second. Oh, just some backwards cards over here. All right, Tyler Locklear, Gunnar Henderson, Kyle Tucker. And nope, that was just backwards because it was backwards. Whatever. Trey Turner to 150. Son Kim, Dominguez. James Wood. All right. Last 4 packs here. Turner, Stanton, Star Clusters, Caleb Durbin, Juan Soto, Isaac Paredes, launched into orbit, Manny Machado, Enright, Royce Lewis, PCA, J-Rod, Jazz. Uh-oh. Now I'm nervous. I need these last 2 boxes to be bangers. That's really not the auto we're looking for here, but the Cardinals get an auto. Still. I know none are guaranteed. But when they're charging what they're charging. Hauser, Orioles on the board. Ketel Marte to 25. All right, lower numbered is good. J-Ram, Locklear, Lawrence Butler. Sun. Another planetary pursuit for the Cubbies. And down there. There we go. Getting a little better. Stanton to 150. Abel Simpson, Conine, Raleigh, Belly, Star Clusters for the Cubs. Launched into orbit, Mike Schmidt for the Phillies. Lightspeed, Trey Turner. Okay. Last 5 in box 7. Give me something big here. Let's go into the last box with some good mojo. Nola, Ashcraft, Peralta, Lindor, Merrill, Hauser, Churio, Baez, Gore, Meadroth, Harper, and Freddie. Alrighty. Last box. We'll go over the hits at the end. Thank you one more time to everyone that joined, that's hanging out. I appreciate you. Let's end on a high note. We've gotten 2 autos so far. I will do a double check through everything and make sure I didn't miss one. I don't know how I would have, but I'm not perfect. Maybe we can get 2 in this box. Corbin Carroll, Salvi, PCA, Kershaw, Warren, Sweeney, Ramirez, Locklear, Ultraviolet Beam, Butler, Mayo, ET insert, Stephen Kwan. Ballastros. Probably said that wrong. To 199 for the Cubbies. Roki, Judge. Okay. I'm just going to rip all... I'm going to rip the Band-Aid off here. Okay. Good luck, everyone. Let's see what we can do. Stanton Refractor. Jeremy Pena, Castillo, Springer. Ultraviolet Beam. AT insert. Skeens to 150. Cam Smith to 75 on the extraterrestrial. Nice hit for the Astros. Star Clusters. Duran. Ted Williams launched into orbit. Narvaez, Buxton, Chisholm. Wow. Okay. I'm sorry, the guys. This is awful. I'm sorry. I'll go over the hits, but I'm very disappointed. Cam Smith to 75. Trey Turner to 150. Ballastros to 199. Stanton to 150. Matt Shaw to 75. Kyle Tucker to 199. Colton Cowser to 199. Stella Nova, Nick Kurtz. Mason Wynn to 199. Dylan Cruz, Starfractor. Narvaez to 75. Skeens to 150. Soto to 150. Kutch to 99. Paredes to 99. Abrams to 75. Sagassi, Auto, Base. PCA, Sun. Ketel Marte, Starfactor to 25. Austin Riley, Gold to 50. Justin Henry Malloy, Gold to 50. Launched into orbit, Dale Murphy, Auto. Planetarium of J-Ram. And far and away the best hit of the break, the Vlad Guerrero, Saturn, Planetary Pursuit. All right, thank you for everyone. Sorry about this one. I'll see you next time.